I saw you post a very adorable pic of you and the fam. What was your costume?
I was ennui from Inside Out too,
Okay.
but
very
we had
fitting.
some costume changes throughout the night, and so the family theme kind of went out the window after some of the kids opted to go for the change. So it probably didn't make a whole lot of sense, but yeah, it made me thankful for being bald. That's for sure.
You look good in a blue wig.
Yeah. It was great look for you, Brad. Well, after falling to Inter Miami 2-1 in Game 1, Atlanta United are going to look to even things up at home behind another stellar performance from goalkeeper Brad Guzan, who joins us now. Brad, great to see you. How you doing?
Doing well. Good morning, guys. Happy to join you.
First, before we get into all of this, I want to ask about your Halloween, because I saw you post a very adorable pic of you and the fam. What was your costume?
I was ennui from Inside Out too,
Okay.
but
very
we had
fitting.
some costume changes throughout the night, and so the family theme kind of went out the window after some of the kids opted to go for the change. So it probably didn't make a whole lot of sense, but yeah, it made me thankful for being bald. That's for sure.
You look good in a blue wig.
Yeah. It was great look
Appreciate
for
it.
you, Brad. No, it looked like a lot of fun. Beautiful fam. All right, let's chat some MLS Cup playoffs, shall we? You guys coming off that 2-1 loss to Inter Miami, but man, you had an unbelievable performance in that you kept your team in at 9 saves on the day. But Brad, when you think about this Miami attack, and we talk about it so much on this show, for Game 2, what's the mentality heading into this? How do you guys contain that top 3?
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it right. They're obviously a team that has, a lot of attacking options, a lot of attacking weapons, and one that you've got to keep an eye on. But going into this game, we know that we've got to get a result. We've got to win, plain and simple. And so we don't have to win in the first minute, but at some point by the end of the final whistle, we need to score goals. And so trying to make them defend, being a little bit more composed on the ball when we have it. And like I said, forcing them to defend a little bit more than maybe they'd like. And when we create chances, we've got to be able to take them.
Brad, I want to talk about your former manager in Tata Martino. When you won the championship in 2018, what an incredible team. I was there at that MLS Cup final. It was sensational. How has he developed as a manager? Are there any similarities to that 2018 team to his Inter Miami team right now? And how do you prepare for what you're about to see?
Yeah, I think, listen, it's all good and great to have great individual players, right? And I think the thing about Tata is he goes and puts those guys in a position to be successful in terms of the tactics, the setup of how they operate, how they allow those individuals to go and do what they do on the field without being overly exposed. And so from a managerial standpoint, he's able to, one, manage those individuals, but then also put the team in a position to be successful, similar to what he did here in Atlanta in 2018 in terms of winning MLS Cup for us. And so, we know it's, of course, there's 1 or 2 players that get the headlines with their names, and rightfully so. But at the same time, he does a fantastic job of setting them up as a unit.
Did he say anything to you after that first game? Did he say, God, where'd you come from with all these saves? You roll back the clock.
I mean, I'm grateful for the relationship that I've got with him. Not just him, but his entire staff. And going back obviously to 2018 and winning that title together, that's a bond that we'll forever have. And so whenever we see each other, whether it was when the U.S. played Mexico and he was down there, and just being able to have a quick catch up, ask how the family is, and he's always asking about my family. And so, like I said, that bond is special. It will forever be there. But hopefully come Saturday night, we're able to go and get a massive result against him and his team.
Brad, I want to crawl inside the head of a goalkeeper who is looking at a Luis Suarez and a Leo Messi linking up, coming at you. How important is it to get that initial save or to make an initial stop, knowing how potent they can be? I kind of want to get in your head and understand what that looks like.
I think it's not so much specifically to them. I think it's more so, giving our guys an opportunity to go and win the game and be successful on the other side of the pitch. And so, whether it's the first shot, the second, the third, like I said, these guys are going to create opportunities. And as a goalkeeper, you want to be able to do your part and make a save, right? And And like I said, whether that's in the first minute or the 95th minute, you want to come up with the goods. And so, you understand that, you're trying to give the guys in front of you confidence. And the longer you can keep a clean sheet, and hopefully that goes for the length of the match, the better hopefully the outcome is for us in terms of getting the win that we need.
But Brad, come on, I got to take it a step further here. We're talking about Leo Messi.
Go on.
He scored one of the best goals I've ever seen from a free kick on you, which happened to vault him to the top of the Argentine national team's history as a goal scorer. When you're trying to prepare for him, and you remember that free kick, I mean, no matter what you did, no matter how
prepared you were.
No, but then you come against him and you have a fantastic game. How do you prep for Messi? You've played against him many times. What is that mindset? How do you organize the team in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you try and enclose the space that he has to operate. You try to get close to him, which is a lot easier said than done. And expect the unexpected, because the passes that he's able to pick out, whether it be with Jordi Alba or Suarez, or any of those Miami players, in terms of just the movement off the ball when he has it, his ability to pick those passes is unbelievable. And so you've got to expect the unexpected. And again, right, it's not about trying to completely shut him down. It's trying to give yourself the best opportunity, whether it's closing down the space he has to operate in, kind of working together with the next defender to help, the 1v1 situations and make it a 2v1 or 1.5v1, whatever you can, in terms of trying to communicate to the guys in front of you of putting them in a good spot to hopefully limit his opportunities to either score or help create.
It's been kind of an interesting season for you guys, sort of a roller coaster. There's a coaching change midway through. Rob Valentino has been the interim this whole time. You guys make it to the playoffs. Can you tell me how much credit Rob Valentino deserves for kind of galvanizing this group when there's been sort of a lot up in the air?
Yeah, I mean, Rob's been fantastic, right? I think when you look at somebody that embodies Atlanta United, he's held probably every position within the staff here at the club, from working with individual players to some of our younger players to interim manager. Obviously, this is his second go around as that. And so his ability to galvanize the group, as you said, has been tremendous, especially when nobody really gave us a chance. I think you go into the last game of the season against Orlando, and the numbers, the statistics, the percentages of us advancing were extremely low. And to be able to go and do our part, get a result, and then have a few results go our way, and we find ourselves into the playoffs. It's where we wanted to be at the beginning of the year. Probably not how we wanted to get here. But now that we're in it, it's hopefully full steam ahead.
I got nothing but time for Rob Valentino, and so incredible to see him continue to help the club. Although, he's probably going to have some suitors after this season. But since we have you, Brad, I want to talk about the current U.S. men's national team and the goalkeepers. What do you make of that situation? Some guys are playing, Matt Turner, who you played with at the 2021 Gold Cup. What do you think of the situation, and how do they get going again?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think you said it right there, right? You get going again by playing. And we talk about the position of goalkeeper and being in a rhythm, being in form, and you get into that position by playing games. And so you want guys playing regularly as much as possible. Obviously, Matt getting the cup game the other night, those are important games, but you want to see it consistently, because you want that confidence to transform from obviously a club setting into the national team setting as much as possible.
Well, Brad, we know you're a busy guy. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us today. Best of luck this weekend.
Appreciate it, guys. Always a pleasure.
All the best, chap.
All right, we're going to take a break. We got lots more to come on Morning Footy when we return. Don't go anywhere.